What's up everyone? Today in this video we're going to be doing an oil change on my 2004 Chevy Silverado 1500 with the 4.8 V8 in it. Alright, so to get y'all started you're going to need a few tools and some supplies. So what I have is my smaller ratchet, an extension with my oil tool. If you don't have this specific oil tool you can also use one of these. These work decently well. Or if you're strong enough, you could probably get it off with your hands, but I'm not strong enough, so I gotta use tools. I need another ratchet, or you can use the same ratchet, with an extension and a 15mm socket. That's it for tools. And then for oil, I've got a little over 100,000 miles on my truck, so I get the full synthetic oil. I do exactly what it calls for, which is the 5-weight 30, and then it calls for 6 quarts of 5-weight 30. So I do full synthetic 5-weight 30. And then this is the oil filter that we've been getting. All right, so I already started by taking that drain bolt out down here. I usually go ahead and I warm up the truck for about 20 to 30 seconds. And I know it doesn't get it super warm, but it gets the oil moving a little bit. That way it makes the oil come out just slightly easier. It's not a must. I know people don't do it all the time, but I've always done it with my motorcycles and my trucks. So I do it with this one as well. Now luckily, Chevy was not retarded when they put their oil filter in, and they put it right next to where you can get to it pretty easily, right next to your oil drain plug. Alright, so once you get your oil to stop draining a little bit, you're gonna plug your plug back up, and you just want it hand tight. Don't torque tight it. When I say hand tight, let me grab the ratchet, because this is for some reason widely overlooked. When I mean hand tight, you want to have your hand on the end of or on the top part of the ratchet. You don't want your hand all the way at that end because you're torquing it way more than it needs to be. Yes, there's a certain torque for it. No, I don't know what it is. Yes, it's always been pretty much fine. All right, everyone. So we got that all done, and I tried to keep it clean, but I spilled some oil on my hand, so I went and cleaned it up. And then it got dark, so we're working with the most light we can here, so I apologize if it's poor quality. Anyways, let's see. We're gonna take our paper towel that I just realized I don't have. We're gonna take our paper towel that we do have, and we're going to not try to burn ourselves on the catalytic converter. And we're gonna just kind of clean around. I like to clean it up while I'm down here. I made a mess on the side of the engine that's gonna burn off, which is fine. All right, so here's the oil filter. I went ahead and oiled on the O-ring itself. I put some oil on top, and then I put some oil into the threadings just a little bit. Some people like to throw some oil down into the actual oil filter. I haven't done that. I've just lubed up the O-ring itself. This is how I was taught, so this is how I'm teaching y'all on my video. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and screw this back in, and we're just going to hand tighten it with our hand. All right, so we have the oil filter put back in hand tight, and then we have that drain plug tightened up pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and start filling the truck with new oil. We're gonna do it slowly, and then after like a quart or two, we're gonna come back down here and check to make sure we have no leaks going on, because we don't want to pour in our $70 worth of oil if we have something leaking. That would just be a waste. All right, so right up top, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take our oil fill cap off right here. You got the SAE 5-weight 30. We're going to grab our funnel. We're gonna put it right here, and we're gonna start pouring in some oil. Now don't forget, after you pour in about a quart or two, we're gonna check underneath the car to make sure there are no leaks. All right, so we put about 2 quarts in. What I like to do is go back under the truck, give myself a backache, make sure we don't have any drops of oil. Doesn't look like we have drops of oil on the cardboard, nor do I see any oil coming from the filter or the plug itself. So we are gonna go back up, and we're gonna continue filling another 2 or so quarts, and then we're gonna check our oil dipstick level. Which doesn't seem like it wants to focus. There we go. You won't be able to tell on the video, but the oil is pretty full according to this dipstick where it's at. So what we're gonna do is I might pour in a little bit more of that remaining 1 quart bottle that I have, and then we're gonna start the truck, let it run for a little bit, let some oil get into that oil filter, Alright, so we got about 5.5 quarts of oil in there. Excuse my dirty truck that needs a clean. We're gonna go ahead and start up the engine. We're gonna let it run for a little bit. Let's see. Alright, y'all might not be able to tell, but the oil level only goes up to those first 2 dots, which as before we had started the truck, it went up to the very 5th last hash mark dot. So, now that we have the oil cycled and it started, we're going to probably go ahead and pour in the last at least half a quart to 3/4 of a quart that we have left in that bottle. All right, now before I go, I do want to mention how to reset your oil life on these trucks. I'll just turn it on real quick. On these trucks, usually it will say something like, I guess I gotta turn it on all the way. You want to turn it on to the on position to where it turns on all your gauges, but you don't want it to turn the vehicle on all the way. Okay, so on the older 99, older models, some of them will have like a little square box over here, but on my 04, it will have like a change oil now button, or a little indicator. Mine doesn't have it. Pop up all the time, but it'll be right here on this little area. So in order to do that, we're going to restart, and you're gonna, down here, you are going to push your accelerator when the key is in the on position, not turned on. You're going to push the accelerator 1, 2, 3 times, and that should reset your oil. As you can see up here, your oil life was reset. As simple as that. So you're going to turn the vehicle back off if you want to, and then go ahead, turn it back on, and you have oil life reset, and you should be good to go. So that is just about it for this oil change video. It is super simple, and super simple to reset your oil on these trucks, or reset your oil life, excuse me, on these trucks. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you have any ideas on what I should upload next, just let me know. I'm open to ideas, and I love helping people out, having fun with my truck and any other things with an engine and whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.